Hey guys, welcome back to another bi-weekly budgeting video. This video is going to be for the paycheck that I received today, August the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th. I upgraded my phone this past week and I went from an iPhone 8 to an 11, and I'm very curious if the quality of the video is going to be noticeably different once I get this uploaded onto YouTube. I guess we will find out in a little bit. So I'm starting with a balance of $1,446.49. As always, pulling out part of rent. Ooh, something just fell. We're just gonna leave that and assume the cat did it, or a ghost. I'm starting to wonder if my apartment is just a little bit haunted, but really, even if it is, I can't afford to move, so the ghost and I will just have to get along. Okay. So that leaves me with $1,053.99. So the next thing I'm going to pull out is sinking funds. $176.01. That 1 penny. So it's been a couple weeks of just spending, and I don't even have anything good to show for it. It's mostly being spent on like takeout or dinner out with a friend or books online that haven't arrived yet. I'm still trying to learn Korean, even though I can't afford classes, and I have this website. It's called Abe Books, ABEBOOKS.com. It's like I think like a used bookstore, but global. And you can find so many things on there. Usually I use them for finding like books that are, what's it called, not published anymore, or just really old and harder to come by. And I had this stroke of genius where I was like, maybe I can find Korean books on there, because I've been really struggling to find some, and I did. So I purchased a couple books. They're like Korean and English books for toddlers to teach bilingualism to children. So it'll be like colors and shapes and your first words, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but in my head it makes sense. Like, I need to work on increasing my vocab, and what better way than books that are designed to do just that? I mean, admittedly for much younger humans, but still, in theory, I think it makes sense. But yeah, so lots of spending. So I'm taking out $53 for my savings challenge. And then $50 for the parents. Let's go M and D, housekeeping. I don't know what day the housekeeper will go. I just get a text after she's finished and I e-transfer the money. But I need to remember that I have to have the money in there for her, because I forgot last month. It wasn't good. She texted being all, yeah, I'm all done, it was great. And in my head, I'm swearing because I totally didn't fit it into the budget. Okay, 250 going towards gas. It's hard to imagine once the vehicle that I put a deposit on comes in, that 250 is going to be a car payment. Oh, debt. Can't believe I willingly signed up for more of it. And then food and other, 180. $344.98 left over. Now I did gas and food and other, and I'm about to do fun. I've created a fun category before I'm doing the visa, because I want to put as much on the visa as I can, and I need to know how much I'll have left for that. So I've decided to do a fun category, because I mean, the world is opening up, things are happening. I go out for meals with friends, or I want to stop in and get a bubble tea, or you know, just whatever it happens to be. And I didn't really have that in my budget anywhere, because for basically all of 2020, if I decided to randomly get, I don't know, a tea or a Starbucks or a whatever, my money was going nowhere else. So I could afford to do like a random little expenditure like that, and it didn't actually affect anything. But now more money is going more places. And I need to sort of curb that idea that, of course, I have enough in my bank account to be able to pay for this random bubble tea. I mean, I should, but I just need to be tracking it a little bit better. And I think the best way to track it is to give myself a starting point for how much I can spend over the 2 weeks. I don't know if that'll be enough, honestly, because it depends on where I go out for dinner with the friend and if there's alcohol involved, which, I mean, come on, let's get real, there will be. So we'll see, but it's a starting point, and then I'll see how much I'm really spending in the 2 weeks and figure out what to do at that point. I am gonna put 200 onto my Visa, and that's gonna leave me with a safety net of $94.98 in case I have forgotten something. I'm putting so much on my Visa because I've racked up my Visa. It's not good, not good at all. It's been a couple different things. Like, I had an oil change, that was like $85 and change. When I upgraded my phone, that was I want to say $268 and change, something like that. I put a bit of a deposit down to lower the monthly payments, and then just, you know, the cost of upgrading and everything. And that just automatically went onto the Visa. And then, yeah, the overeating on the takeout. And I didn't realize, because I was going from quite an old iPhone, from the 8 up to the 11, that the wall plug has changed and the cable has changed. So then all of a sudden I had 0 accessories. And am I the only one that didn't know that they don't send out the newer versions of the phones with the wall plug charger thing anymore? Sorry, the AC adapter, I think is what it's actually called. So, you know, I got the phone in the mail, super excited, and I ordered a case from Amazon for it because, you know, expensive phone, got to take care of it. And they all came on the same day. So I open it up and I'm getting it all set up, and I'm like, wait a minute, I have no way to charge this thing. So I couldn't even finish setting it up the day that I got it, because if I did, there was a danger that the battery, I might kill the battery in the process of getting it all set up. And then what would I have as my alarm the next morning if the phone died during the night? So then I was immediately on Amazon ordering a plug and a second cable, because I need one for the car. And then I realized the charger that I use in the car uses a USB, and now this one uses a USB-C, I think it is, something like that. I don't know. I just know that I went from thinking like it was going to be expensive enough to upgrade it to having to buy a whole slew of accessories to be able to charge it. Not that I'm bitter. So yeah, I even had to buy a little cable to be able to plug the phone into the computer so that I can upload these videos, because my computer doesn't have the right port. Yeah, but okay. All these random expenses on the Visa have meant that the balance has gone, in my opinion, way, way, way too high. And so now the goal, I mean, I have many financial goals, but I'm going to be working really hard right now on getting the Visa balance down. So, hence the $200. And then we'll just keep working on it every paycheck. And I do better, I think, when I have like a goal like that. I mean, I'm doing fine with the savings and the sinking funds and all of that stuff. Like, they're all working, but I don't know, I'm competitive. So there's like a goal and I want to achieve it. So hopefully I'll do okay. And yes, that is all my rambling for today. So here is the budget. To cut the rent, the sinking funds, savings challenges. Remember to put a note. It's not really pulling out the money for the housekeeping, but, you know, like having it calculated for gas, food, and other, fun, and Visa. So my safety net of $94.98 should be enough. I need to be like more strict this next 2 weeks and make sure I'm not just spending money willy-nilly. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I have an idea for how I can be a little bit better at controlling my spending throughout the 2 weeks. So I'm going to try to make a separate video about that, so it's not all mushed into here and you are listening to me rambling on end for a really long time. So yeah, I will try to get that video up in a couple of weeks. I hope you guys are having a really good time wherever you are. It is the heat wave as well as forest fire season where I am, so the planet is currently trying to cook us, not only from the heat but also from the fire. Although I'm not actually in danger of the fire area, but our air quality has dropped to absolutely horrible levels, and it's so dark and apocalyptic looking outside because of all the smoke that's coming in that I actually stayed inside all day with the cat, who seems to be holding me personally responsible for the heat, so that's been a pleasant day. I I hope wherever you are that it's safe and you're not being cooked, and you're not anywhere near any fires. Goodness, they're practically everywhere. Have a great couple weeks. I'll try to get that other video up sometime in the coming week about my theoretical plan on how to curb my spending. Yeah, that's it, you guys. Have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching, and stay safe out there. Bye.